Hello, the tissue state assessment quiz is done in a call between me and you. It's free and it will help you understand better what's going on in your body. Have you ever experienced when you go to a doctor and they don't give you any answer? Have you ever experienced that the answer that you've been given, the solution you've been given, are not improving your condition, but is actually getting you stuck in the same situation and you seem that your body is never recovering? This is a typical situation in chronic fatigue syndrome. And the tissue states assessment test that I'm proposing is actually an answer to avoid these problems and reach finally peace of mind about your recovery, and it should give you hope. So what does the test do? The test is able to tell if your body is dry, if your body is damp, if your body is tense, is cold or heated, if your body is toxic. All these qualities of your body, which we can see in the tissues or examining the state of the fluids, how they come out of your body and how they pool in certain areas, all these observations are easily done when guided. Once we collect all the symptoms, we can put them all together to define a picture of who you are in this very moment so that we can choose and adapt the best therapy. I would like to give you an example straight away. So imagine we have Sally. Sally told in the test that she feels heated and that she feels tenderness, pain. She also told me that her tissues are dry, that they kind of feel that their tissue of her body don't have the proper function, is a bit stuffy. She always have cold hands and she always have cold feet. She also have cold in her joints. She has also said that she has a lot of secretion of mucus, that she has a lot of sweat, and she has low energy. Her tongue is most of the time moist, we can observe, and her skin is pale with the veins showing through. Then she also told us that her tissues are wrinkled, that she feels weak, and that she suffers poor scalp health. And finally, she told us that she has a lot of mucus, that she has a dull expression in her skin, in her face, and when she wakes up, or when she eats food, or when she has alcohol, she feels like a hangover feeling all over her body. So this is the scenario of health in this very moment of Sally. Sally scored points in all the different type of tissues. We call it the tissue states. She gave us 3 indications that she's tense, 2 indications that she's heated, 5 indications that her tissue are too relaxed, 4 that are cold, 3 that are dry, and 4 that are damp and stagnant. How do we make sense of all of this? This is one way of interpreting. Obviously, it goes together with a lot of other science. But let's start and let's see how we could help Sally just with the answers from the test. So she feels heat and she has tenderness. Especially in chronic fatigue syndrome, this is the best thing to have because you have the proof, the right proof that your body is active and pushing. However, is not able to deliver his energy in the right places, and she experienced tenderness, she experienced pain, and she experienced heating up. Her body is hyper functioning and not achieving what he wants to achieve. Why is that happening? Well, the other states tell us about what's happening in the fluids of the body, because everything in the body works through the fluids. So, for example, she told us that some of her body areas are dry, for example, in the scalp, in the head, but also that more or less all over her face and skin, she feels her tissues are wrinkled, which is a sign of lack of hydration. It could be lack of oils or lack of water. That's why she also feels weak. If the body is trying to deliver nutrients or messages to the different areas, he's doing so through the fluids. But what if you don't have fluids? What if they're very low? That cannot happen. So you experience tenderness, pain, and overheating. That's just an example. Let's look at the stagnation one. The stagnation, she says she has a lot of catarrh, phlegm. She has a dull expression and she feels kind of nausea, hangover feeling. Those are the classic signs when the fluids of your body are pooling. They're not moving anywhere. So they don't get clean, they don't get refreshed, they don't get the right nutrients passing by. They are like stagnant pool accumulating by the minute toxins. And the more the toxins, the more the inflammation risk. And then you can have pain and tenderness and all sorts of illness coming from there. We have a situation where Sally is experiencing heat and pain, and she has dry tissues. At the same time, she has other areas of the body which are stagnant and pooling, full of toxins, which also makes sense with the dryness, because if you have areas of pooling, the water is stagnant there, so it doesn't reach where it should go. To not make it too long, I stop here. But what could be the therapeutic strategy for this? Well, essentially, we want to bring lubrication, bring oil, bring water to the tissues, and we want to move the fluids of the body, remove and drain away the toxins by promoting circulation, promoting hydration, and promoting the drainage of the lymphatic. They are cleaning the blood, cleaning the interstitial waters between every single cell of our organism, so that you provide new blood, nutrients, and there are no toxins disturbing the messaging of hormones or the nervous system trying to connect with some muscles, etc. But they cannot, because the toxins are all over the place. There are herbs to help her to remove the stagnation and promote circulation. There is diet that can bring more nourishment and hydration with oils and water increase in her body. That's the first solution that one should take, because you can take all the medicines that you want in the world. But if your tissues are still in this condition, you go nowhere. And that's the answer to the problem of chronic fatigue syndrome. You're trying to apply therapy in a body that is not responsive yet, because the tissues have degraded or have become dry, stagnant, tense, cold, or relaxed. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I was clear enough. Book a call so you can take your test and discuss with me the results. At the end of the call, you can decide whether to chat a little bit more with me to see if you want to know what I do to help you with the dietary program and herbal program that I provide. But that's only if you want to. Otherwise, you can just leave, and hopefully with the information I've given you, you have more ideas of how to continue your therapeutic journey. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.